When it comes to your message, you have to understand your strategy, which is more than just your offer. It is your compelling why. What is the big why at stake for why what you're doing is so powerful? Why is it powerful for you? Why is it powerful for your ideal clients? Why is it powerful for if you're a guest, for example, on someone's podcast? Why is this powerful for them? There's something that I teach inside of Speak Up to Level Up that I want to teach you today in kind of wrapping up this episode that I want you to start asking yourself. We call it our purposeful speaking triangle. So imagine for a moment you draw a triangle on paper. There's three sides. Side one is you and your business. Side two is your audience. I had to think about that for a second. And then side three is the client. And let me explain each of these. Every time you step up to a microphone or a video, or you say yes to a speaking opportunity, or you go after a speaking opportunity, I want you to ask yourself the question is, what is the purpose for me? What is the purpose for the host or client in the situation? So if it's a virtual summit, whoever's hosting it. If it's a podcast, whoever's the host of the podcast. If that's not applicable, if it's your platform, you can skip that one. But then what's the purpose and objective for your ideal audience? Not just any audience, but your ideal audience. By taking a moment to ask these questions, this is where I get to tell you, you are wicked smart. You can figure it out. This is where we honor our audience, where we allow our audience to fill in the blanks. So me sitting here today, right, instead of me just telling you the facts around messaging, instead of me just telling you specifically why you need to get your message dialed in and allow you to just be smart and figure it out, instead, what I'm doing today is providing you perspective. I'm speaking to your heart. I'm sharing my experiences. I'm connecting with you on values. If you value ethical marketing, but you also still struggle with how can you just provide people information without actually selling, where you actually do feel that there is room to sell and serve in this space. If you've been like, preach ahead on this episode, we align on that. I've connected with you on that. And where I'm empowering you as my listener today, where I'm empowering you to make choices is how you apply it. Right? So I'm giving you the opportunity to say, okay, now how do I self-coach here? When I have an opportunity, how do I make sure that I'm clear on what my goal is? How do I make sure I'm clear around how I add value to the client or the host? And I'm clear around how I add value to the audience.